Hey, what's up guys, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. If you weren't already aware, I spent the past weekend at the New York Toy Fair. I've never been before, but I was invited by Littlest Pet Shop and Basic Fun, and it was so cool, an absolutely amazing experience. So if there are any other brands that I met there who are currently watching this video, hello, I would love to work with you guys. I will be uploading my vlog video of the trip this weekend. I was also there with two other ambassadors, Tiki's LPS Customs and Hello Studios, but of course I wanted to make one video solely focusing on all of the new reveals for Wave 4 of Littlest Pet Shop coming out in winter and fall of 2025. I am under contract though, so I'm not gonna tell you specific leaks or anything. I also want to leave the surprises up to you guys, but there are some things that I can talk about, starting off with this little guy. Oh my gosh. So at the booth, Basic Fun was giving out these pins and stickers, so obviously I had to pick one up. I'll focus on showing off the sticker because it's a lot more easy to see the design there. The pin is very, very small, but I love her so much. So there are quite a few things that I can talk about here. First off, I believe this is probably going to be the new mascot for all of the packaging of Wave 3. I'm actually not 100% sure, but since she is a panda, that is my assumption. She is also a brand new mold for G7, which is very exciting. It is the standing panda mold. As a customizer, I've been really hoping they would bring back this mold, and I am so glad to see it finally here because I love using this body for customs. In our most recent PR package with everything from Wave 3, Basic Fun also sent us this trophy. It was cool because I got to meet the guy that actually 3D printed this, which is pretty sick. But since this was a 3D print, they obviously had the model, so we were all kind of wondering and suspecting that they would make this panda mold for Wave 4, and they finally indeed did. Here's a comparison between the G2 version as well. It is actually a brand new mold because this is the G7 panda head and not the original head. That LPS actually has a very strange head shape, so I'm kind of glad that they changed it. I personally really like her. And she's also wearing this bow in the illustration, so possibly that means more wearable or fabric accessories, which is also very exciting. And she has some symbols in her eyes as well. So I feel like just looking at this LPS alone, you can see that Basic Fun is listening to us, and we are finally starting to see that come through. But of course, that's not all. At the booth, they had this QR code that you could scan. The video is now publicly live on their Instagram page, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it already, but I will be talking about that as well. So it is sort of the little sneak peek lookbook at Wave 4, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking, didn't Wave 3 literally just come out? Yes, it did, but Wave 4 is a fall release, so it should be starting to come out around August, so the very end of summer. Basically, when toys get released, the year is split in two halves, spring and fall, not necessarily based on the actual seasons, but just the first and second half of the year. So these are all the products coming out in the second half of the year. But anyways, in the video, we see this red carpet look at all of the pets. They are so cute, and there are 10 new LPS revealed in this video. So hopefully they will actually get released the way that they look. We saw a lot of different prototypes at the booth, which was super cool, but again, they're prototypes, so their designs could change in the future. But obviously, I gotta start off by talking about this LPS in the very front and center, which is this golden panda. When I originally saw it, I thought it was just like flat gold, but looking at it now, it actually has some darker patches of gold on the stomach, around the eyes, and inside of the ears, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing maybe this would be a blind box pet, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe like the hard to find version if they actually want to input real rarities into the pets, but it definitely reminds me of the rainbow panda from the G2 blind bags way back in the day, where it was like the special hard one to find. This one also has diamonds in the eyes, which is very cute. Moving on from that, behind her we have this rabbit and fox. Both of them have flowers in the eyes. The rabbit seems like one that already exists in G2, but a little bit updated, and the fox is totally new. She's giving Arctic Fox vibes, and it actually reminds me of this really old Roblox game Leak that had a design very similar to this fox, so I'm so glad that we are finally seeing her actually get made. I'm very excited about this one. She also has metallic hair, which is pretty cool. Behind those two is a chihuahua, and this one I originally thought had circles in the eyes, but it's actually the new happiest sort of like little sunburst eye shape. This one also seems a lot like an LPS that has already existed in G2 as well. And in case I didn't mention already, this is the return of the lop-eared bunny bases, and now of course the return of the chihuahua bases. Right next to her we have an owl, return of the owl bases of course as well. Again, this one sort of seems like a design we've already seen, but refreshed and with new colors. I love the eyes. It's got that really cool scalloping shape, and then of course she has the hearts. Across from that we have a pink deer. We have way too many pink deer in G7, but maybe they will finally listen to our demands for a blue deer. Who knows? We'll see. But this one also has the teardrop shape in the eyes, which I think is a lot of fun. She looks so vibrant in this video, so I don't really know how people are going to feel about that. Then, moving on, we have a koala. The first thing I noticed about this koala is that it has lightning bolts in the eyes. The positioning of them, just like the positioning of the teardrops in the deer's eyes and other teardrop-eyed LPS, is very interesting, but I think it's really cool, so I'm kind of excited for more of these lightning bolts bolt shapes in the eyes. They look very fun, but this koala is also giving me the vibes of a G2 LPS that already exists. Same with the giraffe. The giraffe is quite simple, but again, got those teardrops. I'm also noticing that the teardrops in this one's eyes are positioned differently than the deer. So I think that's kind of cool that like Basic Fun is giving us this variety with all the different types of eyes. All the eyes look super round as well, so I'm so happy to see that. I think they all look amazing. I'm very pleased with the look of these pets. And then of course we have the panda that we already talked about, so you can see an official version of her. And all of the pets here in this video look like actual physical samples. I mean, obviously they're physical, they are real products, but at the booth, most of what we saw from the Wave 4 reveal was all like hand-painted prototypes, so these look like actual factory printed pets. The flowers around her eyes look like a slightly different color than the ear and leg markings, so I'm wondering if maybe that's metallic. But looking closely, I don't think it is, but the eyes look very glossy. And then all the way at the very top of the display, we have this Dalmatian. Her eyes are kind of in between looking really awesome and then also like looking like they're looking off in two different directions, but I think she's good. She's also giving postcard pet with like the teardrops and the circles on her ears, but I think it's really cute and I love the blue color. She also has a bow and a necklace. I don't think these are accessories that will actually come with the LPS. They look handmade, but again, the panda has the bow and the sticker that kind of looks like the same style as this bow with like the heart and stuff, but they are wearable accessories, so we shall see. But I think she's really cute. So yeah, those are all the reveals that I can officially talk about. Again, I saw everything from Wave 4 there. Just because I saw it doesn't necessarily mean it'll look like that in the finished product. Maybe when we actually get those LPS, I can talk about these things more, but for now, they will stay in my memory and I will try my best not to accidentally make customs that look like any of those LPS. But what I can do is give you guys my final thoughts about what I know is coming out in Wave 4, and that is that I am very excited. I was initially a bit apprehensive about this wave because from what I had known about it prior, they're kind of going in a little bit more of a girly direction, which I think you can definitely tell from that video with like the bow accessory and everything like that, which is totally fine because you know what, at the end of the day, the target demographic for Littlest Pet Shop is girls, so you know, I don't have to fit into that target demographic at all. But seeing the pets in person, there's so many of them that I really love. I think all their designs are super cool. They have really great colors, really interesting and detailed designs, and there's a lot of things that are brand new, which I think is great. I think it's good to, you know, still keep the old stuff and the old feel, but also bring in a bunch of new stuff, because the whole point of bringing LPS back is that we want more LPS, not the same old stuff. So I'm really hyped. There's one LPS that I literally can't stop thinking about. I need him so bad, but I will have to wait like everybody else. So I hope you guys are excited. Comment down below your guesses for things that you think will come out in Wave 4, whether that's like specific designs or more animals, because obviously again from the video, we see a lot more molds are returning now to G7, which is really cool. So anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and again, be sure to come back this weekend for my Toy Fair vlog, and I will see you all then. Bye!